fellow hikers. Today I'm going to talk about gear and what I carry in my pack. Let's get started.
Hi there, I'm Carol, better known as Late Bloom Hiker. This series is for you ladies in the 40, 50, 60 plus age range who want to get out to hike or backpack. It doesn't matter if you've never backpacked, if you've hiked a little or a lot. This channel is for you. So let's get started.
So many hikers are starting now and they've already decided what's in their pack. But if you haven't gone yet and you still have options to lighten up your pack, it's never too late. It's recommended that on a long distance hike, you carry no more than 20% of your body weight. For a person 150 pounds, they should be carrying no more than 30 pounds with food, water, and all of their gear. Your base weight is everything that you need except food and water. The consumables, also including things like fuel. Other considerations as to how much you're going to carry and what you carry is going to depend on a couple of things. The trip length, what kind of season you're in, and your personal luxury items that you absolutely must have with you. And sooner or later, you're going to figure out a lot of those things you really don't need, which helps to lighten the load. What's the proper way to hoist your pack to your back? Every pack has a handle, and that's where you start. If I'm going around to the right, I grab it with my left hand. Slide my arm as I'm swinging around, bring my right arm in, and then my left arm. Now sometimes that pack is heavier than you're able to swing, like when it's full of water and food and all your gear. The best way then is to grab the shoulder with your right hand, the handle with your left, pump it up on your knee and brace it there as you hoist it the rest of the way up onto your back. And there we go. Where did my sleeve go? Okay, just like that. A lightweight pack is considered anything of a base weight less than 20 pounds. An ultralight pack, base weight, is usually under 10 pounds. I'm kind of between the two at this point, with my base weight at 15 pounds. Let's get to it and see what's inside my pack. There's all kinds of opinions about how to pack and the order to pack. I'm going to show you today how I like to pack it. This is a Z-Pack Arc haul. Last season, I hiked with the Gossamer Gear Mariposa. I love that pack. It's like a Cadillac. It's very comfortable. It's a 2-pound pack. However, the one drawback is that it lays directly on my back, and my back is always sweaty. The reason I'm trying the Arc Air is because Z-Packs has the ability to arc the back, so it creates a space for circulation. I'm sure hoping, let's take a look at what's on the outside. These are my camp shoes, little slipper type things, and they're great in the water as well, as they have a little bit of a treaded bottom and they dry pretty quickly. I'll also carry a grocery bag because you never know when you need to carry something a little extra or you need to waterproof something. And the first aid kit should always be close to the outside because you don't want to have to empty the whole pack to get to your first aid. On the back of the pack, I always have a runny nose, so I keep a kerchief on the outside. This is my Garmin. It's a satellite navigation device and communication with my family. And a whistle, thermometer, and compass. And the sweet little Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Check these out. There is so much this can do, and I've carried other knives. It's tiny, it's compact, and it has all kinds of functions. Not just a knife, but scissors and toothpicks and tweezers. On this side, this is actually from my Gossamer Gear pack. I'm carrying this over because my cell phone fits really nicely here, and there's an extra little pocket for things like, oh, what's in there? Lip balm. On the hip belt, I have a pocket that carries incidental things like a mosquito net, my headlamp, and bug spray. Gotta have bug spray. On the outside pocket are more things that you want to have handy. If it gets cold towards evening, this is my beanie, and you see it has a light on the beanie. I don't want to shine your eyes, but this is really helpful, especially inside the tent. This is the ground sheet for the tent. It's a Tyvek that I got from Moose Jaw. Then there is the necessary bathroom break pack. It has wet wipes, gel, toilet paper, and extra baggies, little small doggy bags actually, that I use to carry out toilet paper. Going inside. Now I like what's in here to be what I need most and first thing when I get to camp. And that's usually going to be my puffy. And also if if weather changes, then I can put it on quickly. And I always like to start with it in the morning anyway, because I hate hiking cold. When I take it off, it's in the top of the pack. The cook set. The cook set includes a pot with a lid, the fuel, and a kitchen rag, all in one neat container. You don't always want to have to sit in the dirt. So I found this piece of, I don't know, it's just something that came with something else that I bought, and it spreads out nice and long. I can sit on it, I can spread my food or my gear out when I'm on a break. We'll see how this works. I'm not sure if I like this yet. Then there's the food bag. Now this is called an Ursack. It is supposed to be bear proof. It's got some holes where a bear did get a hold of it once and mauled the heck out of everything that was inside, but he didn't get anything because it held up. My food will all go inside the Ursack. This is the technology bag. This to me is like a luxury item. It has 2 Anchor batteries and all the cables I need to charge my electronics, like my phone, my Garmin, my headlamp. There's the rain gear. May or may not need it, but if you feel that the weather is looking sketchy, you might want to put this on the outside so you can get to it quickly. Next is my clothes bag. The only thing I have in here are my sleep clothes and extra pairs of socks, because the rest of what I'm wearing is what I wear every day. Here's our tent. This is a duplex from Z-Pack. It is not a freestanding tent. You do need your hiking poles to set it up, but it's very lightweight. So once your tent is set up, the next thing you want to do is blow up your air mattress. This is a Thermarest Neo Air women's, and inside there is another luxury item. It's a pump that blows it up for me. It runs on batteries and lasts for a really long time before those need to be replaced. Pillow. Yeah, I like to have a little bit of a pillow. It's inflatable and just enough. Now the tent is set up. You've got your pad. Everything else is laid out inside the tent. And of course, you're going to need your quilt. I don't use sleeping bag anymore. I do love the quilts. And this is a 10-degree Z-Pack quilt. See how it's open, but there is a foot box. And you just wrap it around yourself to keep yourself warm or cool if you need to. That's about wraps. I didn't mention that I have a water treatment. All the water that we find on the trail, whether it's spring coming out of the ground or coming out of a cow tank. A lot of people are using the Sawyer, whether the mini or the regular size. We have used the Sawyer for well over 1,600 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail. This year I'm going to try something different. This is a Catadine Bee-Free with a built-in filter. You put your water from the creek directly in here, and then the filter goes inside. Tighten it up. It's got a nice tight cap, so I can either filter it into another clean water bottle or drink directly from it. Reserve water, I always like to have a smart water bottle, a 1 liter and a ½ liter. This one usually will end up with things like my electrolyte water or Gatorade, that sort of thing. I have normally been a fanny packer, and I have tried many different fanny packs, from expensive ones to this outdoor product from Walmart. It's about $6, and by far it's my favorite. On the outside is where my snacks go. It's a nice large pocket inside. I'll have my ID and cards, that sort of thing here. Inside there's another pocket that I carry my permits, more of just whatever, larger snacks maybe. And then there's one more here where I would normally put things like lip balm or the smaller items. If you are a fanny pack person, I do recommend. How many of these can you buy in place of the really expensive ones? And it's super lightweight, and they wear like iron. If you need to replace it, there's almost always a Walmart somewhere that you can replace it. When you're putting together your gear, a really handy tool that I've used is a website called lighterpack.com. You can list all of your gear by category, the big three: clothing, food, luxuries. You can put that all in there. You can put the weight in and it will total it up for you. It's a great tool. And if you'd like to see my list, Lighter Pack list, go to my website, www.latebloomhiker.com, and you can sign up to get my list for 2020. That's about wraps it up. What do you have in your pack? And what are you doing to lighten it up?
Wait, don't forget to subscribe. Happy hiking!